Dance is back on a 40 UK venues until the 7th of August. Our website is rhythmofthedance.com and irishradio.org. Give information. Now, we'll be speaking with the creator, that's Kieran Cavanagh, in a moment. It'll be music to his ears to hear his view from friend of our show, Carly Murphy, head of performing arts in a secondary school, and herself an accomplished Irish dancer with a BA Honours in dance and a Masters from the Royal Academy. Now, Carly enthused about the show. The dancers were sensational. They're incredibly fast footwork, synchronisation and seamless transition into a variety of visually exciting formations brought the music to life. The raw power and energy of the male dancers and grace and precision of the female troupe were impressive and showcased the athleticism of the dance, particularly when driven by the exceptional musicians who pushed the tempo and energy throughout. The musical conversations between the dancers and musicians demonstrated rhythmically complexity and talent from the whole cast. The beautiful tones and harmonies of the young Irish tenors were captivating, from their moving ballads to the rousing hand clapping, foot tapping, inducing traditional songs which had the audience participating. They embodied the spirit and vitality of Irish music, which excites theatre goers. Kieran, praise indeed. That was quite some praise for the show.
Oh my God, there's nothing left for me to say. No, that's wonderful, and it's great to get reviews like that and comments like that, and it's hugely encouraging, not only for me as a producer, but also for the cast, and it lets them know that their art form and their talent and their energy and their performance is not going unnoticed.
Indeed. Now, the success of the show with Irish and UK audiences is natural, but the scale of the worldwide appeal is astounding. The appreciation of the music and the dance has transcended all borders. I mean, I believe at the moment you're in Portugal.
Yes, we are, and we have played, Gerry, in 58 countries worldwide across all continents in our 18 years. So 58 countries is a hell of a lot of countries away from UK and Ireland, and we have, played as far away as Siberia, down to India and Taiwan, China many times, down to Argentina, South America, all America, Canada, and all Eastern Europe, where there's a huge appetite for all things Irish, but especially Irish dance, and a huge interest in our music as well in Eastern Europe, which of course is a huge market once it opens up. Yeah,
indeed. Now, Rhythm of the Dance is it's a polished production with a rather impressive set. Now, there's a variety. The dancers demonstrate talent and stamina. You've a multi-instrumentalist band on stage with an added dimension from the tenors, while the many costume and shoe changes that go on back behind stage. We get it's all very cohesive.
It has to be, Gerry, for it to flow. You must, of course, bear in mind to give the dancers, one, a breather, two, a costume change, and that's where the musical performances come in. The band are live. Being a musician myself in my earlier years, I'm very much pro a live band, and we set out always that the musicians would play live. I carry great musicians that I'm proud of anywhere they play, and they themselves are almost an act within the show. And at the end of the evening, when the curtain calls are being taken and encores, the band also get a huge applause and maybe standing ovations in a lot of occasions, and indeed as our singers do, and indeed as our dancers do. But it has to be cohesive in that it flows without a storyline as such to the various elements of Irish dance, the various art forms, soft shoe, hard shoe. We even have a little bit of tap in there. And just because with the name Rhythm of the Dance, it's about dance really.
Right. Now, a significant comment came from a Kilkenny listener to our show, Margaret Fitzgerald, who saw the show here in London. And she was particularly liked that Rhythm of the Dance stays true to traditional culture in respect of the dancing itself and the costumes and sort of the natural look of the performers.
I've always resisted the Las Vegas thing. Even though we've played in Las Vegas and sat at the New Orleans Casino, I've always resisted the very contemporary costuming, the flares and the flashes and the the stage gimmicks to go back to our traditional beautiful costumes that I don't think any other art form of dance in the world really has as beautiful a costume as the real traditional Irish dance costume, and the work, alone that goes into making one of those in the time. Why don't we show it to the world, rather than come out in very designer plain costumes, which some of the other shows may go for. I stick to colour, the old style Celtic costumes, Irish costumes, with all the braids and all the designs on them. And I think it's appreciated by the audience. They want to see them.
Indeed. Now, we can bear that out. Further contributions we've had are that Rhythm of the Dance is a colourful and high energy from start to finish. Irish music and dance traditions and history are punctuated with a modern edge. There's fun and flirtatious moments also. Kieran, no better recommendation than positive feedback from theatre goers.
Absolutely. They are the real critics are the audience, and we wouldn't, I suppose, have sustained ourselves for 18 years globally if we weren't pleasing them. The audience are very quick to tell you if you're not entertaining them, and they must be entertained. You must give them, they paid good money, hard-earned money to come and see your show, then you must give them the best possible show you can give them. And we endeavour for the 2 hours that our show is to really bring the audience around Ireland, really to give them a feel of our culture, a feel of our music, sing our Irish songs, and of course we have a lot of Irish at our shows in UK, but around the world, in China and Russia, there might not be, there might be a few Irish people there, but the other countries take the beauty of our music and our culture on board, and I think appreciate it. Some of them bring instruments to the shows, to the theatres, to see, can they meet with the band or whatever and play a tin whistle, or that so much is the enthusiasm.
Excellent. Now, you can join the 5 million fans who've already seen Rhythm of the Dance, and as we've heard from Kieran Cavanagh, it's constantly evolving. So even if you've been before, it's well worth another outing. See rhythmofthedance.com and irishradio.org for tour dates. Kieran, listen, thanks for joining me, and here's wishing you success for many, many more years to come.
Thank you very much, Gerry. Much appreciated, and continued success too with your radio and TV shows.
Kieran, thank you very much indeed.
Okay, Gerry.